Hello everybody, it's Mike Levin from MikeLevinSEO.com. I guess I'll still use that opening since I'll still be developing that website into sort of an SEO specification site. It has been a one-page site, or technically two-page, for quite a while now, but still it is the kernel and the foundation of a pretty awesome site build that I will be doing in the course of my full-time job that I'm starting tomorrow. It is September 30th on Tuesday, the last day of September, and I had a day with my daughter out on Coney Island, taking in a little bit of splashing around the beach and the aquarium today, and that was wonderful. And my last day of coding was really 6 days ago now because of the Jewish holidays and doing whatever around the house I needed to do before work started. And this is a new chapter of my life coming up. I'm going to try and take up long form writing again, which I've gone a long time without since I haven't had my daily subway commute that starts again tomorrow morning. And I kind of really look forward to it because even though I've been on this great kick with these videos, there's something about long-form writing that lets you compose your thoughts and create a great continuity and perhaps a little bit of deeper exploration without trying to wrap it all up within 5 or 6 minutes. And I am heading out to pick up some things I need for the pharmacy to maybe get my beard under control a little bit more for tomorrow. And when last I left off with coding, it was at a really exciting and interesting point. I have the post form receiving file uploads and Google spreadsheet document keys, and I have the pipulate process working against spreadsheets and against CSV files and Google spreadsheets. So now all that like hard initial building is done, and all I need to do is connect the dots, and that's really exciting. I meant to do that before I actually went back to work full-time so that it was in my back pocket as my secret weapon, but even without doing so, I still have every Friday for delving deep into the technical issues of my trade, which is something that I have not had in many years. I've had to essentially bargain and deal my way to being able to do technical things. At Connors many years ago, it was the Hittail website, which is still running even to this day, launched in 2006, still going strong under the stewardship of Rob Walling. Great product, even with the removal of the keyword referrer variable by Google on search hits. He still managed to make it work by importing data from Webmaster Tools through their API. And yay Hittail. It's got a lot of staying power. It's probably one of the best ways to create incremental growth on your website, traffic growth, without resorting to advertising or pay-per-click or whatever other paid services are being peddled these days. It's better to organically grow your site. And that's as true today as it ever was. You see Conductor coming out with studies showing how even though it's being driven underground, even though it's being removed from reporting, how the mere existence of a site is the primary reason people visit the site. And there's just a preponderance of clues that are left around the internet of what sites you should visit on what keywords. And it's really up to Google and its counterparts like Baidu, and I think of Baidu as Google counterparts now more than Yahoo or Bing. But it's up to the likes of Google to sort out, what you should be led to on what keywords or search phrase or sentence. Increasingly, questions that are spoken into the phone as voice recognition gets better. It's one of the big places the field of search is advancing. And this is why I'm staying in the field. Not only that, it's the place where I can get hired and command the kind of compensation that I am used to and require now to keep my family living in New York City. But also, it is absolutely true that natural search is still one of the biggest drivers of traffic to your website. And it's only that the science behind it has been progressively taken away. The ability to practice real good science in systematic website optimization is removed, because anytime you can connect cause-effect, you can abuse the system. And that's really what it comes down to. You cannot be allowed to look at your keyword refers, see what page you're being people are being referred to on what keywords, because if you know that, you can automate things to optimize the page, create auto-flight new landing pages, decommission landing pages that aren't working, and generally abuse the system. And I don't begrudge Google taking precautions against that, taking measures against that, going to war with the SEO industry, call it what it really is. And it just means we have to shift to other strategies that rely less on the obvious science and rely more on peering into the future and dealing with inevitabilities of our industry. Those inevitabilities are signals accumulating up in social, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and few other kingmakers of social media metrics, and the live discussions that exist around things. Content is going to be sorted out into all different kinds of categories. The pop culture, massive traffic stuff, the long tail, people doing research, nobody else has those exact keywords on their page category, and the stuff in between, which is highly competitive because you can still work your way to the top of results because it's not totally dominated by any single player. And that's where I'm going to try and guide clients in my new capacity to go, because scraping up too much of the long tail is a never-ending spinning your wheels sometimes process, as is targeting the most competitive keywords out there. You'll just spin your wheels forever and never make any progress. Well, anyway, I'll wrap up there. I'm here at my favorite neighborhood pharmacy. We call it Manny's, but it's really Dichters Pharmacy. If you're in the Inwood area in Upper Manhattan, I recommend sending your business here. Manny is an awesome guy. It's a real neighborhood staple. And you have things such as the owner right here and his wife just sitting here hanging out. And they've got ice cream over there. And it's like as much of a neighborhood hangout and soda shop. Wave hi to all the fans. All right. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon, and don't forget to subscribe.